So gymnosperm. Okay. Gymnosperm, no? One point you have to know is gymnosperm means ovules are not enclosed by ovary wall. Okay. Ovules are not enclosed with ovary walls and remain exposed before and after fertilization. This is important point. Okay. You read all the point. I'll tell. Ovules are not enclosed in ovary wall. Okay, this much is enough. So what happens? What do you get from ovules and ovary? Ovule will give you egg. After fertilization of this egg, what happens to these ovules and ovary?
They mix up the sperm and make that.
Yeah, very good. But what will happen to these ovules which are the inside and ovary? You remember flower chapter? Ovary will turn into a fruit. Ovules will turn into a seed. So these ovules which are not enclosed by ovary balls, that's why the seeds which are developed also naked. They don't have any cover. They are all naked. So this gymnosperm and angiosperm, they belong to spermatophyta. It's not yes, spermatophyta because this gymnosperm and angiosperm will start making pollens and egg. Pollens and egg. Till now, we have studied pteridophyta, bryophyta, and algae. There is no mention of pollens. We never said anything about pollen. So this gymnosperm and angiosperm, they produce pollen. Pollen are the male gametophytes and egg is the female. So that's why they are called as spermatophyte. Let's go to the next slide. These are vascular plants. What do you mean by vascular plants?
They are phylum.
There's xylem and phloem. From where xylem and phloem has started? Is xylem and phloem present in algae? No. Bryophyte, pteridophyte. Pteridophytes started.
Yes.
Okay. Pteridophytes are the first land plants and they have vascular. No flowers. Okay. They produce seed, but there will be no flowers and fruits. No flowers and fruits. Seeds are naked. If the seeds were covered with something, then you can get fruit. But here the seeds are naked. Seeds in cones or hard berries. Seeds are inside the cones. This is a cone. Okay. 4 groups: conifers, cycads, ginkgos, and gnatophytes. There are 4 groups. These groups are not there for you all. There are 4 groups. Most are evergreens. They are all almost all the time they will be green in color. Okay, this plant you must have seen in the cemetery. Then this Christmas tree. These are 2 not there. Next, gymnosperm. The gymnosperm have naked seed. Ovules are not enclosed in the ovary walls. Seed not covered, so seeds are naked. This is ovule. This is ovule of angiosperm. So this outside pink color you can see, that is the ovary wall. In angiosperm there is ovary wall. In gymnosperm ovule there is no ovary wall. There is no ovary wall. Till here it is there. See, till integuments. Okay. This is only the integuments. Outside part it is not covered. So that's why the seeds which are produced are naked. No fruits will be there. Only seeds will be there. And the seeds are in the cones. Next, gymnosperm, they include medium-sized trees to tall trees and shrubs. The gymnosperm sequoia is the tallest tree. Okay, so write this sequoia, giant redwood. You can see here. This is the size of human being and this is the size of the tree. Just half, not also half it is. It goes on top. It is the tallest tree, sequoia. Sequoia. So red wood, giant redwood. Sequoia, tallest tree. Of all the trees, this is the tallest. Right, tallest tree. Then this was about the tree. Then see the roots. If the tall tree, that means they will have taproot. What is taproot?
Make it spread. Ah, sorry.
They go deep inside. They will be straight inside. Fibrous root is like they all spread. Now, since this tree is very tall, it cannot just spread. It has to go deep inside for the support. It has to go deep inside. So they have taproot system. Roots in some genera have fungal association in the form of mycorrhiza. Okay, we will have studied mycorrhiza. Mycorrhiza is the association of fungi and a plant. In first chapter, lichens and mycorrhiza. Lichens is algae and fungi, and mycorrhiza is between fungi and plant. So this association is there. Here you can see these are all roots with mycorrhiza. Roots with mycorrhiza. If you take this root and stain with some stain and observe under microscope, you will see the fungal mycelium. Fungal mycelium you can clearly see under the microscope inside the root. If it is inside, then it is called as endomycorrhiza. If the fungi is deep inside the root, then it is called endomycorrhiza. If the fungi is on top of the root, outside on top of the root, okay, on top, on the surface of the root, it is called ectomycorrhiza. Okay, so endomycorrhiza, ectomycorrhiza. Then gymnosperm in plants like cycas. This is cycas. You see, no? Inside the symmetry, it is there. This plant, cycas, small specialized root called coralloid roots are associated with nitrogen fixing cyanobacteria. These small roots, this is coralloid root. Okay, coralloid roots are associated with nitrogen fixing cyanobacteria. So, okay, the bacteria, cyanobacteria will fix nitrogen, will supply nitrogen to the plant. Okay, and in turn it will give shelter. The plant will give shelter. Then stems are unbranched in cycas. In cycas, stem is unbranched, just like coconut tree. No branches. Or branched in Pinus and Cedrus. This is Pinus. You know this tree. It is called in Goa, we call it as Christmas tree. This tree which is there. Okay. And this is also Cedrus, actual Christmas tree. But in Goa, we take this stem and decorate it. We take a stem of this and we decorate it as Christmas tree. Okay. Cycas leaves are simple or compound. What is simple leaf? Simple. What is, yeah, what is compound leaf? What type of modification?
Like cactus,
Simple is this. The leaf of a mango is a simple, okay, and leaf is of a tamarind is compound. So what is simple and compound? You have seen touch me not.
Yeah.
That leaf is compound and mango is simple. So what is difference between touch me not leaf and mango leaf?
It's when you touch the nut.
Yeah, it is. But how are the leaves?
They are like spread.
Yeah, they are very small. This is compound leaf. One midrib and then there is branching of the leaf. This is actually one full leaf. Okay, this is actually one full leaf, but there are many leaflets. That is called compound leaf. In cycas, the pinnate leaf persists for a long time. These leaves, no, they are there for long years. In conifers, the needle-like leaves, what is the use of needle-like leaves? They will reduce water loss. They prevent transpiration. They reduce the surface area. If these leaves, needle-like leaves, they will reduce the surface area. They will have thick cuticle, sunken stomata. Stomata are deep inside. So since stomata is deep inside, water cannot come out easily. And it reduces water loss. So this is about stem and leaf. Next, we'll go to gymnosperm reproduction. This is strobila. You have already studied strobila in Pteridophyta. Pteridophyta also there was one strobila. You will see here. Where we got into Pteridophyta. Strobila also. Is not a year. Strobili, okay? Went back, no? Now go. Yeah, yeah. Here. This side it was, no? Somewhere here. I think it is back, move back. This is not in this, no? Not in Firefox. It is like this something. Like this of structure. Strobili. Okay. We finished gymnosperm today. Okay? So, strobili is there. This is strobili. This is strobili. So, gymnosperm are heterosporous. Hetero means two different types of spores are produced. One will be called as microspore, which is female, and megaspore, which is male. Okay, no, it is wrong. Micro means always small, it is male, and mega will be always female. Big is always female. Small is always male. Microspore will be male, megaspores are female. Some leaves are modified into sporophylls. Sporophyll, you remember in pteridophyte, the leaf which has sporangium is called as sporophyll. So here some leaves are modified into sporophyll. They are compactly arranged. So these are all leaves. These are all leaves. These are all leaves which are compactly arranged. They are joined to each other to form strobili, or they are called as cones. Here you can see reproduction. Sporophylls bearing sporangia in which spores are produced. On the sporophyll, there will be sporangia, and sporangia will produce spores. Sporophyll are of two types. Microsporophyll will produce male spores. Megasporophyll will produce female spore. Here you can see male cone. This is male cone. This is microsporangium, and this is pollen grains, and this is microsporophyll. Entire thing is microsporophyll. Inside the microsporophyll, you have microsporangia. Inside the microsporangia, there will be pollen grains. Megasporophyll, here you can see there is ovule. Okay, this is megasporophyll. That is ovule. This is megasporophyll, and on that you will get ovule. This is the female cone. Okay. This is simple, like plant, the pollens, they will move to the other plant. That is like pollination. And then it will fertilize. Same thing occurs here. Now these pollens which are produced will go to pollination, will undergo pollination, that is transferred. Here you can see microsporophyll again. These are arranged on male strobili. This is arranged on male strobili called microsporangiate. They bear microsporangia. Male strobili will have microsporangia. The microspore developed into male gametophyte. Microsporangia will give rise to microspores. Microspores are called as male gametophyte, and the gametophyte is also called as pollen grain. Microspore is also called as pollen grain. The pollen grains are developed within the microsporangia. Similarly, there will be megasporophyll. This is megasporophyll. They bear megasporangia, which is called as ovule. Megasporangia mainly consists of nucellus. This is nucellus. Okay. This is nucellus. This layer. Megaspore mother cell is differentiated from. So from here, from the nucellus, you will get one megaspore mother cell. Megaspore mother cell, MMC. MMC you will get. Megaspore mother cell from the nucellus. This nucellus will undergo differentiation. Will form something different other than the nucellus, and you will get MMC, megaspore mother cell. This megaspore mother cell undergo meiosis. MMC undergo meiosis to form 4 megaspores. 4 megaspores will be produced. Out of these 4 megaspore, one will form the female gametophyte. One of the megaspores enclosed in the develops into female gametophyte. it will form only one female gametophyte. The multicellular female gametophyte is also retained on the megasporangium. Both male as well as female gametophyte, they are on the sporangium. Male gamete on microsporangium, female gametophyte on the megasporangium. Then we have the male and female cones are born on the same tree or different tree. Some will have male and female cone on the same tree. Means male flower and female flower on the same tree. Whereas some don't have. Unlike bryophytes and pteridophytes, in gymnosperm, the male and female gametophyte do not have independent free living existence. They remain with the sporangia. They are on the sporangia. The male gametophyte and female gametophyte. They are not growing separately. Okay. What happens in pteridophytes? Sporangium will give rise to male gametophyte and the other sporangium will give female gametophyte. They both grow separately, but here it is not like that. The gametophyte both are on the plant. The male gametophyte and female gametophyte, they are on the plant. That is on megasporangium and microsporangium. Then what happens? The pollen grains are released. The pollen grains are released by microsporangia and carried out by air currents to meet the opening of the ovule. It will go and meet with the ovule. The pollen tube is there carrying the male gamete, grows towards the archegonia in the ovule. It goes to the ovule and discharges its content near the mouth of the archegonia. After fertilization, zygote is formed. Okay. Okay. This is the seed. This is complicated. Next slide I have given simple. This is seed. From seed you will get tree. Now this tree will have pollen cone and seed cone. Pollen cone will be what, male or female? Pollen cone male. Seed cone will be female. The seed cone will produce ovule inside the seed scale. This will be the ovule. The pollen cone will be having pollen cone scale. This will produce microsporophyte or finally will get pollen grain. From pollen cone directly will go, it will undergo different processes and you will get pollen grains. From female, what you will get is the ovule. Okay, ovary and ovule. Okay, but here what happens? There is no ovary. The ovule is naked. So this is what you get. Now, then pollination will occur. This pollen will go and meet the ovule. During pollination, the pollens go and meet the ovule. After pollination, these pollens will move inside and will undergo fertilization. Okay, fertilization, and from fertilization will get zygote and then it will develop into a seed, again plant. So this is that. Now let us go to a simple picture. This is the gymnosperm, the cones with microsporangia. What is microsporangia? Male or female? Male. Micro means male. The ovulate cone, which is called as megasporangia, female. Male will give out male gametophyte, that is pollens. Female will give out ovules, only ovules, no ovary is there. Then pollination will happen. This male gametophyte will enter the female ovule, that is pollination. After pollination, this will be female gametophyte, which has pollen nuclei. There is already fertilization. This will form seeds. Seed will form new plant. This developing sporophyte, and then you will get mature sporophyte. So the main life is here sporophyte. Okay. Stop here. Now let's